All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome to Don's Modeling Desk. Jody's going to be here producing, but he's going to be a little bit late. He had to go pick up his daughter from school, so that's all cool. I mean, family first, right? But tonight, I'm going to be continuing where I left off last week. I was hoping to be able to get a little uh, painting done during the week, but I didn't get to. No, Andrew, this is me. This is really me, not the hacker. Yeah, and for any of y'all that haven't heard, yesterday someone hacked into my Discord account and was posting some kind of cyber currency Bitcoin thing. I don't know, but I spent all afternoon after my granddaughter left uh, trying to get that fixed. What's going on, Jody?
Hey, I'm here to promote CryptoCoin and steal your information.
That's what I was
Give
just
me your,
explaining
give
to
me your
everybody.
social
Andrew was
insurance
messing
number,
with me
please.
about it in the chat.
I need
But
your
yeah,
social insurance number and your address.
yeah. But yeah, I spent all afternoon after my granddaughter left trying to get that sorted out. I thought I had it fixed yesterday morning. Howard messaged me early in the morning. That's about my account was posting some kind of cryptocurrency thing, and I hopped on there real quick and got to look at it and thought, shit, that ain't me. So I changed my
Yeah, I
password,
saw
thought I had
that.
it fixed. Do what?
I saw that, and I kind of figured right away that wouldn't be you doing that.
Right. Well, I
You're not
after
stupid.
Howard messaged me, that was early in the morning. I hopped on there and changed my password and everything, and thought, oh, okay, well, I changed my password; it should be good now. But evidently, they got back into it somehow, and then Discord uh, disabled my account. So then I couldn't even get into my account, and it said, just click here to create a new password, and you'll be good to go. So I clicked there, and it said, just give us the code from your authenticator app. So I did that, and they said, nope, that's not the right code. Yeah, it is. I'm looking at it right here on my phone, dude. So, but they would not let me back into my account. So I ended up having to create a new email address because it wouldn't let me create another account with the same email address. So I had to create a new email address. Then I had to create a new account. Finally got all that fixed. Jesus Christ, that was crazy.
My goodness. That's awful, Donnie. I got that message like 3 times in my thing. After the second one, I definitely knew it wasn't you.
Right?
And I started seeing the other guys on Discord saying that Donnie got compromised.
Yeah.
Whatever. So crazy. I said, okay, well, I'll just ignore that first thing.
Yeah, Andrew, that is what the hacker would say, but I'm not the hacker. At least I don't think I'm the hacker. As far as I know, I'm not the hacker.
Okay, so that's where you're at with the comments. I was just gonna ask you that. I see Andrew's comment. Hi, Andrew.
And
hi,
Steven's here. Hey, Steven.
Trent. Hey, Trent. How's
What's
everybody
up,
doing? So I just zipped back. Just got home.
Yeah, I saw your comment on Discord.
Yeah, it's a blizzard out there.
Oh, is it?
Oh yeah. I'll post. I got a couple pictures and a little video clip there. I'll throw it on Discord when we're done here, so you guys can see what the hell we're still freaking dealing with up here. It's crazy. You can't even see the road. It's snowing so much you can't see the car in front of you. Howard's here. Howard says probably was your son's fault.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, blame it on yours.
It's always the kid's fault.
That's what sons are for.
That's right.
All his gaming, Howard says.
All of my gaming, I don't do any gaming
No, your
anymore
son.
hardly, except on my little handheld thing. I play it every now and then.
Is it? Oh, that probably happened the other day when I put it down. Oh well.
What'd you do, Jody? Did
Oh,
you
I
break
broke
something?
something. I did break something. I broke something that was old and I inherited from my parents.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. But you know what? It's only an ashtray. So
Only an
doesn't matter.
ashtray.
Doesn't matter. It's not like a valuable thing. It's just a 50-year-old ashtray.
Oh, is that all? Only 50 years old.
That's it. So where are we at? What are we doing tonight? Now that we're past all the hacker stuff and all that jazz.
Yeah.
What are we doing on the old?
Pick up where we left off because I got distracted yesterday and didn't get the painting done that I planned on getting done. So we're just gonna pick up right where we left off. But I can't believe the quality that this other printer puts out. That's FDM.
Oh.
That's not resin.
You better be careful and keep a guard on your printer because Howard says Donnie gets hacked. His 3D printer starts making sex toys.
That's okay. I'll just sell them on Etsy.
You could sell, just sell them.
Just sell them on Etsy.
There you go. Make a little bonus money on the side.
Yeah. All right. Get my knife out. Yeah, it feels like a good blade. I think I just changed that the other day, so it should be good.
It feels like a good blade. I'm bleeding like it's a good blade. The sharper the blade, the cleaner the cut, and the better it heals.
That's right.
Andrew says, we are expecting 5 to 10 centimeters. Not enough to be any issue, just annoying to have more snow in April. Yeah, it's a little more than annoying right now. I'm sure it'll all be gone by the morning. Like everything that's falling today, it'll probably be gone by tomorrow afternoon. But it's just the fact driving.
Centimeters. What is that? A couple inches?
It's about 6 inches.
6 inches?
Yeah. 5 to 10. 10's about 6 inches. 5 centimeters is around, 3 inches.
Wow.
I think it's
Isn't
something
it
like
kind of late in the year, even
centimeters.
for Canada, to get that much snow?
Yeah. We're usually not getting snow.
Usually till the end of April.
Yeah, a little bit, but not usually this often.
No.
Like we'll get a snowfall once or twice usually in April, but not this much all at once.
Not like 50 centimeters and then 20 and then another 15 and then another 20.
Yeah. What's going on, Mary?
There, Andrew's more accurate. He says 2 to 4 inches. He's a little more accurate with the conversion.
2 to 4 inches.
Howard says, yeah, but explain that to your wife when she sees them. Well, who do you think's got to do? Who do you think needs to do quality control? Make sure they're working right.
That's right. Just say, hey, guess what? Happy birthday.
Yeah.
I
need you to test every one of these before they go out the door.
Yeah. Oh, did I mention my new business?
It's going to keep you busy, honey. Andrew says freezing rain is more common in April than snowfall is.
Oh,
yeah.
That's worse than snow, though.
It is for driving. Yeah, that's for sure. It's just the right now the visibility is a little bit of a limit.
An issue.
You can't see the road because it's fully covered in snow. And there's not enough traffic has been driving on it to see tracks or anything like that. So the whole road is just white. The road, the sides, and the air in front of you is basically white.
Yeah, that's the way it is down
snowflakes.
Here. That's the way it is down here in this little neighborhood where we live. Because They don't worry about putting salt on our little country roads. We'll save those for the
Yeah.
town. Hey, guess what, though? We got to get to the town.
That's right. You still got to get there. Let's see. Andrew says, Jody gets to play Canada's favorite game. Where's the road and am I even on it? Yeah. Luckily, we got those ridges on the side of, well, the highway anyways, that goes from here into town, because I had to go pick up my daughter at class, right, from the college. So that's in the city, and we live in like one of the little outlying towns. So the highway between here and town has those rumble strips on the side, so you can tell if you're going to go off the road.
Well, that's handy.
Yeah, but other than that, you can't tell if you're in the right lane or if you're in the middle or not. Howard says, I've been watching some of the lunar flyby. Got the NASA feed, hearing about them talk about stuff. Did you hear about them asking to name 2 unnamed craters on the moon? One as Integrity and the...
I think he reached the limit of words for the comment.
Yeah.
Or he accidentally hit enter. One of the two.
Andrew says, yes, the other named Carol. Gordon from Hobby Time is here. Hey, Gordon.
What's up, Gordon?
How are you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Howard says, other as Carol in honor of Reed Wiseman, wife who passed away in 2020 unexpectedly, so he had to raise his 2 daughters since. Howard says it was a pretty emotional moment.
Reed Wiseman, who's that? Is he one of the astronauts?
I don't know. Andrew says tears floating through the capsule.
He is an astronaut. Gregory Reed Wiseman. Did not know that. I'm not as up on all the space stuff as I used to be. I don't have time to keep up with it anymore. There's this stuff called life, you know, that keeps happening all around.
Yeah. And you know what they say about that?
What's that?
It's a bitch.
It is. It can be anyway.
Howard says yes. Andrew says he's one of the American astronauts.
Yeah, I
Howard
figured
says
that out.
Christina Koo is from Michigan.
Really?
She's the toilet plumber.
Is she the one
And
broke at
Andrew
the toilet?
says, I don't know. Andrew says the toilet is inoperable right now. So what are they doing? Just pooping in space? Watch out for the free floaters.
They have to put on their Depends.
Well, if it was me, I would hold it. I'd be able to make it the 10-day journey without going.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Howard says Koo is pronounced cook. But it's not spelled
Is
cook.
pronounced cook.
It's spelled Koo.
How did that happen?
Trent says, launch the brown torpedo. Ding! Pouton torpedoes targeted, sir.
I'm gonna try something for this other part because putting these little strips of white tape on will take forever over here. I'm gonna try this here blue tape. Try the blue tape. But I can't even get off the roll.
How come?
It just wasn't cooperating.
It's stuck? You can't find the end?
I found the end. It just didn't want to turn loose.
Ah. Sticky tape is tight.
It's toy.
Gordon says they need dino rod. What's dino rod, Gordon?
I have no idea.
Is it a horny T-Rex? And I'm not talking about a T-Rex with horns either. 'Cause they didn't have those.
You're talking about a Randy T-Rex.
A Randy Tyrannosaurus Rex.
There you go.
Growl. Please, my arms are too short to reach myself. Help.
Oh, God.
Howard says, well, it is a test mission of the toilet. They might need to overcomplicate it some more on the next missions. Even Dragon's toilet, they had issues the first time.
I understand there's some things they can't test until they're on the mission, but you think the toilet, you would think they could test that.
But how? How do you test a zero-G toilet? Like, they got those parabolic flight planes, but those only give you zero-G for a few seconds at a time.
Well, how long does it take to flush the toilet?
A few seconds, but you want to see what happens, I guess, when there's extended period of time with no gravity.
I guess. So they get for getting all complicated and having toilets.
Wow, Mary.
What now?
Is that the full thing or is that the half? That's the full thing? Okay. So half of 675. Mary's 50-50 draw pot is up to $675.
Nice.
So half of that to the winner.
I got to get in on that. If for no other reason than just to make sure y'all get to go to Winterfest.
Well, I think we're well on the way.
That's good.
But we're looking at the I got a picture here. I'll post in Discord right now in general. $75.4 for a liter of gas right now. And that's like the cheapest place in town.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Last
Let's
time
see,
I
Gordon
filled up, it
says.
was 370 something a gallon.
That's like 2 liters for us.
Yeah, it's like my car hasn't been filled up with gas since my father-in-law borrowed it like 6 months ago. Howard says, or Gordon says, they blocked toilets. Okay, so Dino Rod unblocks blocked toilets.
I thought that was a plunger.
Well, yeah, a plunger doesn't work in space. You
It
need a
might.
Dino Rod.
It works on vacuum, not gravity.
Is it those long things with all the little hooks on them, like little barbs?
I thought that
it's
was
like
called a snake.
well, a snake is a long coily thing with like a spring at the end of it that's really, really long.
Yeah, but
And it goes through all the pipes, right? But there's these plastic disposable things you can buy.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
It's
about.
only about
it's just a disposable.
yeah,
snake,
it's
right?
just a disposable snake.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other ones
Because it's got like little barbs all along the whole length of it, or most of it. Howard says, between the GoPro Max, the toilet, and using a resort to make a window shroud for a camera, but the toilet has 2 lids and you have to grab the handles and push yourself onto the seat to go poopy. Poopy. Well, the only difference between that and my toilet is the handles. I can push myself down. It's just easier with handles, I would imagine. Let go so hard sometimes, blast you right up into the ceiling. Boom!
Oof.
Like a rocket, like a poop rocket.
A rocket on a rocket?
A rocket on a rocket of poop. Solid fuel booster.
What happens when you eat the wrong thing and it goes from solid fuel to liquid fuel?
then you're hurting. You gotta hope that wet wipes are on sale. Always keep some baby wipes around, even if you don't have a baby.
That's right. I gotta get my picture and see what I need to mask here. That up on camera.
You need to mask the parts that you don't want to paint.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, Jody.
Hey, glad I could help. Glad I could help. I wish I had guidance like that when I was painting Voyager.
There's the picture I was looking for.
Howard says, where did you post that in Discord? The picture of the gas, just in general thing. Oh, the 50-50 raffle. I posted the Mary's Facebook link in HTM in action.
Howard's part of it. I approved him.
Oh, Mary says you're part of the Facebook group, Howard.
I approved him.
She said you're already in it.
He's going to sign up again.
So 50-50.
He wants to be more in it.
It's called 50-50 for Trekmods. So Mary's showing me the members right now. Howard's in it. Joined on Saturday.
I joined the day y'all were talking about it, I think. Or the day
Yeah,
after.
Saturday, so
One or the other.
Says, oh, trying to find it again. Yeah, I put the link in the HTM in action,
You
Howard.
should be able to find it in his notifications on Facebook.
Yeah, that too.
So, yeah, that too.
He's already cutting the group. But that should bring him right to it as well.
Yeah. So that front middle part is going to be the slightly darker tone. There's two colors, right? Or is there just one other color?
There's two other colors.
Two other colors, yeah. A darker one and then a
There's
slightly
a
even
darker gray and then a darker than that gray.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought, yeah.
Yeah. This is all going to be the dark. Now, this is all going to be the middle gray. And this will be the middle gray. And this,
Yeah.
all of what I'm tapping off right now will be the middle gray.
And then the smaller details are the darker gray.
Right. Like this part right here is darker gray. This part right here is darker gray.
Yeah.
Little circle up here is darker gray. I think there's some down on the. Oh, and I'll have to make a little stripe right around these windows on the side of the bridge
Okay.
here that's darker gray. And this are darker gray. And inside of this one is blue.
Oh, it's blue.
Yeah. Right here and over here
The
is
big,
blue.
yeah, like the big triangular sort of piece.
Well, it's like a what's it called? A trapezoid. And then
Oh, just whole... mean a little bit in there. Okay, I thought you meant that whole outline piece.
No, this right down through here and this little bit right here will be blue. And then this one and this one will be the darker gray. And these ones on the side here, if you can see them, will be the darker gray.
No, we can't really see those details on the camera. It's just all looks pretty much white.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
You can kind of see them right there. There's 4 little areas right there that are the darker gray. But I'll get those after I get the lighter gray painted.
Yeah.
I'm trying to rub this in so I can trim it out.
You know what? I got to make you one of those burnishing tools that I got. I've been using it. Well, I use it all the time, but I've been masking off the Voyager model for the paint, and it just works so good.
Does it?
Like you just rub it. Yeah, you just moose antler.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I remember you talking about that one time.
Yeah, I've showed it before. It's just like a flat stick with like a sharpened. The end of it is angled and sort of sharpened to beveled, but it's not sharp, but it's sharp. You know what I mean? It's not blade sharp, but it's just pointy. So you
kind of a rounded
what I do is
point.
I
That's what I did on
what I
this.
do is I push it into the seams or into the
Yeah, that's
gaps,
what I
right?
did on this toothpick. I sanded
Yeah.
it down so it's kind of like a rounded point.
Yeah, pretty much.
Push that down in there where it needs to be.
Once the weather's nice enough that I can go outside, because I can't really work this stuff in the apartment, I have to go outside.
Have moose antler dust everywhere.
Yeah, you don't want to breathe in that dust. Like I can wear a mask when I'm working on it. That's just fine. But
right, but you don't want it going all through the apartment.
Yeah, it's such a fine powdery dust that it just goes everywhere.
And you can get bacteria.
And you can get a bacterial infection because it's biomatter, right? It's bone.
Right.
It's pretty much bone.
It is bone.
Yeah, it is. Antler is bone.
It's not pretty much bone. It's bone.
It's bone. Bone diddy bone. I got lots of it. I got a ton of it. Well,
Oh, really?
not a ton, but the antler that I have is like a really big one. Yeah.
Oh, is it?
I've made a bunch of things off of it so far, and I've used like maybe 5% of it.
Wow.
A couple of points off of it is all I've used. And I made guitar parts. I made this burnishing tool. I made like a rod of it so that I could use it to make the dots on a guitar on the fingerboard.
Oh yeah.
The fret markers. So yeah. I made those, because usually they'll make them out of plastic, or on a higher end guitar it's made out of mother of pearl or something like that. But I used the moose antler, so I had to cut like a long stick of it, as long as I could and as straight as I could, small enough that I could fit it into my drill, and then I spun it in the drill. Like a lathe would have been great, but I don't have a lathe, so I spun it in the heavy duty drill outside at my dad's place with a belt from a belt sander, a heavy duty belt sander with really coarse grain on it. So I honed it down enough and rounded it out so that I could use it to make inlays. That took a long time.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to cut and hard to carve and work with. Like, you need good files and a good saw and stuff. You can't cut it with like power tools. Son of a gun. Oh, did you have that in the wrong place?
No, I pulled out the wrong part.
Oh,
I pulled out the part I was supposed to left in there.
Howard says sent Mary the entry amount. Okay. Mary will tell you what your tickets are. She'll get your tickets and count them out, and she'll tell you the numbers. And I don't know if anybody out of town actually wants their physical tickets. I suppose we could put it in an envelope and mail it to you if you want them.
We trust you guys, man.
She's putting everyone's name who participates on an envelope and putting the tickets in an envelope separately
with the ticket numbers on them.
With the numbers on the envelope.
So I know exactly who wins.
Howard says, I win, I'll get $2 back after the exchange. No, you'll get more than that, Howard. It's up to $675 right now, so half of that. A few bucks less for the exchange.
Well, it's $1.37.
$1.37.
So it costs us $1.37 to buy $1 American dollar. So they'll get more.
I'm not sure. Howard says, I want to know if secret to painting is Mount Olive dill pickles. Is that your
Huh?
secret to painting?
Dill
Is that your
pickles?
secret to painting? Yeah, Mount Olive dill pickles.
No.
And we got Mr. Light Bright himself, Don.
Oh, I know what
in
he's
the
talking. He's talking
house.
about the jar over here. Got it. I was like, what
Yeah,
the
yeah.
hell is he talking about?
What do you got in there? Paint thinner or just pickle juice?
Oh no, this
Good
is
cure
just random electronics parts.
good cure for a hangover, apparently. Pickle juice. Drink some pickle juice.
I've heard that. I've never had a hangover though, so
What?
nope.
Are you just smart enough to have not allowed yourself to get that far, or are you just lucky?
Just lucky.
Oh, I've had plenty.
It's me Irish blood, I guess.
Oh yeah, that's already 70%.
Yeah.
You're born with 70 proof. Well, I don't have them too much these days, but that's simply because I don't hardly ever partake in alcohol much anymore. But I
only
used
do it when I'm awake.
love it. I used to love it. Oh, I loved it so much.
I still
Now
do.
we're
I
just acquaintances. Casual acquaintances now. Howard said, LOL. LOL, man. LOL.
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 If I drink too much of it now, my stomach gets mad at me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I still never have a hangover, so I guess that's a good thing. There we go. And I left the correct bits in this time. Hey, Don's here.
Yeah.
I didn't hear you say Don was here.
Oh, yeah. I said Mr. Light Bright himself. I think that's what Howard was LOLing at.
Probably. Did you call Don Mr. Lightbright?
That's right. Because his whole anti-lights thing is just a ruse. And his secret
just
project. He's keeping his project a secret because it's going to be so fantastically well done and lit. Because he's like this mega expert at it. So he's trying to be modest and say that he doesn't like doing lights and wirings because he doesn't want to make the rest of us look like a bunch of idiots. He's just trying to be a nice guy. Alec is here. He says, hi, everyone.
What's up, Alec?
Hi, Alec.
Probably gonna have to touch up these areas because it's hard to get a mask cut out for them.
Andrew
There we go.
says, "From your planet, welcome." Alex says, "I got my resin in the mail today. Got back to printing my RC sub. Waiting on the 99.99% India Pale Ale still. Hoping it gets here tomorrow instead of Wednesday."
99.5%. That's Everclear, right?
IPA, India Pale Ale. I didn't know they made it that high in alcohol content. Oh!
I always thought something with that much alcohol was Everclear. You ever made PGA punch?
Swish? No, made Swish though.
What's that?
It's alcohol made from burnt whiskey barrels, charred whiskey barrels.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
No, I've
So
never made
barrels that have been used to brew
aged
whiskey, age whiskey over the years. After they're not used for whiskey anymore, they're used to make Swish. And you fill it up with some water and a little sugar, and you put flavor in there if you want to, and it's basically moonshine, but it's not distilled.
Ah, you're just leeching off the leftover alcohol.
Yeah, you're leeching off the leftover, but man, there's a lot. It can get pretty potent.
Really?
We only did it once. Yeah, my dad and my brother, well, mostly my dad and my brother were doing it. I helped out a little bit, but yeah, we only did that once, and then went back to the simple fruit-based wines after that.
I've never done that.
Oh, my dad was always making wine out of whatever, potatoes and choke cherries and strawberries, raspberries, even dandelions.
Choke cherries.
Yeah, choke cherry. You gotta add a lot of sugar if it gets pretty bitter. Rhubarb and strawberry together makes a really good one. Mary and I did that one time. We made strawberry rhubarb. It was pretty good. And you can even make it bubbly. You can carbonate it with a couple little tricks. Can of ginger ale.
We used to take PGA, pure grain alcohol, Everclear,
Mm-hmm.
and put it in a bushel barrel, fill it about halfway full, and then fill the rest of it up with fruit juice and pieces of fruit. Make PGA punch.
PGA punch.
That stuff was good.
Sounds good. So Andrew said about Alex alcohol, he's using it for airbrush cleaner. He says I might use what's left to do that.
No, 99. That's what they recommend you use for cleaning resin parts.
Yeah.
But I used 91%. Works just as good.
Yeah.
And it's a whole lot cheaper. You wouldn't think an extra 8% would make the price go up that much, but boy, it does.
Really, eh?
Yeah. Because the only place you can get 99% is industrial places and medical places, and they make you pay for it.
Yeah.
So I just get 91% from the Walmart.
Oh. Well, I got the 99% isopropyl and $3.50 at Dollarama.
They don't have it around here in the stores. Best you can get is 91.
Oh yeah,
Which works just as good. That's what I've been using.
I have to get a new bottle of that too. This one's actually lasted me like almost 2 years.
Bottle of alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah, for like cleaning the airbrush.
Well, yeah, I'll probably start using it for that once I'm out of the specialized stuff there. Alex said, okay. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
For acrylic paint, alcohol works just as good.
To clean it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like I have the airbrush cleaner and stuff like that was sent to me, but once that runs out.
What airbrush cleaner is it?
Let's see, it's Vallejo airbrush cleaner. And I also have the Mr. Color leveling thinner. That
I've got that too.
That works good. Every time I open it though, I have a sneezing fit. It makes me sneeze that stuff. It makes me sneeze that Mr. Color thinner.
Yeah, it's lacquer thinner.
Yeah.
I was gonna say if it's Tamiya airbrush cleaner, quit cleaning your brush with it. Use the alcohol and use the cleaner for extra thin cement. The Tamiya extra thin cement and the Tamiya airbrush cleaner are the same stuff.
Oh yeah? Well, I don't have the Tamiya one.
They both have 2 ingredients in them. And
I did have a bottle of that one, but I used it.
Yeah, one of them is 49% of one ingredient and 51% of the other ingredient, and the other one is just reversed: 51% of the first ingredient and 49% of the other ingredient.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
it's basically just mostly acetone, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Let's see. I got some over here.
Oh, there it is, right here. I got Tamiya Color acrylic paint thinner. It's empty. I used it all, but I got the bottle here still.
Here it is. Well, never mind. It doesn't tell on the bottle what's in it.
No.
Oh, here we go. Butyl acetate and acetone.
Yeah, because those are flammable ingredients, so it has to have a warning of them.
Butyl acetate and acetone. But the Tamiya extra thin is the same 2 ingredients. It's just that the percentages are switched. 49 and 51%, they're just switched.
So you could probably get away with using nail polish remover also, because that's pretty much just acetone.
Yeah.
Andrew said, I get the 99% at Shoppers or Loblaws. Yeah, Shoppers Drug Mart or Loblaws. Use the 99% to clean my airbrush.
I haven't seen the 99% anywhere around here. But I mean, I've been using the 91% for a while, and it works fine. When they bought the printer for me, Ian sent me some 99%, and I used that till I ran out. And then I was going to buy some, and I was like, "Good God, this is expensive."
Yeah.
So
Alex said you were reading my comment before Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll get to that in a sec there. Go ahead, Donnie.
But I got to poking around online, and a lot of people use 91%. So I tried that, and it worked fine. So that's just what I do.
If it works, don't fix it.
Right.
So Alec was saying a couple minutes ago, he said when you were saying strawberry rhubarb reminded me of an old radio show my dad and I would literally sit in the car and listen to on Sundays called, wait for it,
Strawberry rhubarb.
Prairie Home Companion. This week on Prairie Home Companion.
Okay, but what does that have to do with strawberry rhubarb?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, 99% will clean the airbrush real good.
Rhubarb. Yeah. The wine.
I know one thing. If there's ever anything that's a little too dried or something and you can't get it out of your airbrush, acrylic paint, throw some lacquer thinner in there, take it right out. Lacquer thinner will clean anything out of an airbrush.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Lacquer thinner will clean anything off of anything else.
Yeah.
Okay, so it reminds me of that because they would advertise for a particular brand of strawberry rhubarb pie.
Oh. Okay.
Not
Makes
as
sense.
good as strawberry rhubarb wine.
Okay. I don't need all those masks in those little holes. Those little holes are great.
Yes, Andrew, I've experienced that. It's great if you don't want the lines on your cutting mat anymore. I spilled the
have done that.
extra thin on mine like as soon as I got it.
Yep, I've done that. My last cutting mat was about half lineless when I decided to get rid of it.
Well, mine can just be flipped over, but I don't really care about the lines. I never used the lines on the cutting mat for any reason.
I don't either.
Old cutting mats make good O-rings or gaskets.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. Yeah, I was cleaning my airbrush and I noticed that the rubber gasket on the little threads, there's like a nut that goes on the threads for the paint cup because it screws in from the side.
Right.
So it's got this the nut has this rubber gasket sort of embedded in it. And it was getting all frayed and like worn out. And it's like real thin now. It's because every time you unscrew it, I guess it wears down a little bit, eh?
Right.
So I made a replacement one with one of my old cutting mats.
Nice. And it worked.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I've used it a bunch of times now.
That's good to know.
Andrew says, apparently I'm now waiting on a phone call from the Badger CEO. Right on. Andrew's
you talked about that. That's good.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, if Ken likes what you do with their airbrushes, he'll hook you up. He has no problem doing that.
Andrew says, I use the lines to align my tape when I'm cutting very thin strips of it.
I've done that.
Yeah, I think they would benefit having you on their team, Andrew.
Yeah, there's several YouTubers and Facebook people that he's given airbrushes to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you want some more promotion, send him some pictures of the stuff you do, and he'll plaster it all over their Facebook page. He does that a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I've
Andrew
seen.
says, all I'm looking for is their best recommendation. I just figured someone from their sales team would respond. I did send some photos of the enterprises. Yeah, well, that's probably the reason why the CEO wants to talk to you. Because you sent the photos of the enterprise and he looked at it and said, holy crap, you did that with one of our airbrushes?
Right, exactly.
Because
That's
what you're doing
probably-
with it is kind of on a different level
It
compared
is.
to what most people are doing with an airbrush.
I've seen pictures of motorcycle helmets, T-shirts, cars,
that
all kind of stuff.
That's done
that-
in a different way, though. It's done by like an artist like basically drawing it, freehand painting things. It's not with making masks and stuff like that, right? All the steps you have to go through and the order and the procedure. Doing
But I'm
mask
just
painting
saying
like
that
that is a totally different procedure.
it is. But I'm just saying that these are pictures that people have sent to Ken,
Yeah.
the CEO of Badger, showing what they're using his airbrushes for, and then he puts them on his Facebook page and stuff to show other people, hey, look at this cool shit that somebody did with our airbrush.
Yeah, exactly. I get that, but I'm saying that the what Andrew's doing with it with the Aztec painting is kind of on a different level than all that other stuff that
It
you
is,
normally
definitely.
see, right? Like murals on cars and motorcycle helmets, and like most of that kind of looks the same. You know, like there's a certain style that the people that the lovers of that want. Andrew says, that's right. I'm not an artist. Well, don't say that.
Yeah, you are.
You absolutely are.
You're just a different kind of artist.
Yeah, you're not drawing and painting, but you're still using artistic skills and proficiency and talents.
I mean,
and
even
thought process and imagination to figure out how to do this stuff.
Even people that do those photorealistic paintings and stuff with airbrushes.
Oh, those are amazing.
Yeah. But even those people use masks to some extent.
Yeah, a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
There's one guy on YouTube that I really like. His name is Marcello Berengi. And he barely uses an airbrush. He'll use it for like the shading, but these paintings that he makes, like it's one of those things where they do it in like a stop motion, or not a stop motion, but a time lapse. Time lapse. It was on the tip of my brain there. So it's a time lapse, right? But you'll see him using pens and pencils and markers and paint and highlighters and white out, just whatever. You see 100 different tools in his hand for this picture, and it'll be like a fried egg that looks like a real fried egg in a pan or on a plate. Like, you cannot tell that it's not a photograph.
You know, there's a guy on YouTube called Dread FX.
Yeah, I've seen that too. Yeah.
You've seen him
Really
paint,
good too.
but he takes an airbrush and makes such incredible detail with an airbrush. And you're like, man, I couldn't do that with a brush or a pen, much less with an airbrush.
I know. You need to, yeah, it takes a lot of practice, a lot of muscle memory to be able to control it like that. Andrew says, I've been making use of time lapse in my mask deep dives, and pretty sure he means enjoying doing them. I think dong them is a typo. Alec is asking, was he a Ferengi? No, his name is Berengi with a B. Berengi. Marcello Berengi. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. YouTube's
some of
been
those
like
artists
pretty
that
much
do the photorealistic stuff. It's just unbelievable.
YouTube's been like my main source of entertainment for the past probably 15 years. So
Same.
I've seen like just about everything there is to see on there.
I don't know about that. There's a lot on YouTube.
Well, if I haven't seen it, then that means because I'm not interested in it. I like anything that you can learn from, first of all. Anything that shows someone illustrating a skill or a talent of some kind, totally
Right.
into that.
Freaking dog hair.
Oh, dog hair is the worst.
Yeah, and knives.
My dog has these.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, my dog has these coarse little stiff hairs, and he sheds them, and like they get stuck in my feet. You'll feel something in your foot. It's like, I got like a pick or an itch or something like that. And I'll get a close look at it. I'll have to put on the magnifying glasses sometimes. And then I'll have to get like tweezers to pull it out of there. It's like just a single dog hair just embedded into like a pore or, you know, a crease.
Yeah, Red had hair like that, but I prefer that to what Knives has. Knives is part German Shepherd, so he has that really, really, really fine undercoat. And when that stuff sheds, it just floats through the air forever.
Andrew says, if there's something I don't know how to do, my first go-to is YouTube.
Right?
And then you can say, I'm an expert. I watched a YouTube tutorial.
Yeah.
Right. I usually try to look at a few things. I get a few points of view before I choose which what way I think is going to be my best course of action.
That's what I usually do.
Alex says, so Jody, I'm considering getting a second RC submarine going someday, and this one hopefully will be slightly easier to plan out and run because the one I'm doing now needs a coaxial gearbox.
Okay.
Gotta get that coaxial gearbox, man. Imagine our grandparents and our great-grandparents, their whole lives, without knowing the convenience of a coaxial gearbox. I'm telling you.
Right?
Andrew says, although with model building stuff, I see what other people are doing, then just decide to go and do it my own way. Yeah, I do. I'll do that a lot too. You learn and you get an idea of what needs to be done. And then oftentimes while you're watching something, learning, Your mind will say, well, I have a better idea than that, right? Or that's great, but maybe I'll try this a different way.
And also a lot of it is, you need to do a certain thing, but you don't have any idea how to do it. You watch somebody else do it, you get an idea of how it's supposed to look, and then you just do it your way.
That's right. Then that'll spring forth your own ideas. Sometimes you just need to see the intended result before you can get a picture in your mind of what you have to do. Right? Imagine trying to do a jigsaw puzzle without seeing a picture of what it's supposed to be. Actually, that would be a fun challenge. I'm going to try that someday.
Go for it, Jody.
Friend of mine had this what was billed as the world's most difficult jigsaw puzzle, it said on the box. And so first of all, the whole thing was square, so it could be oriented any way, and the picture on it was one of those pictures of the forest with wolves. Is like 3 wolves in the main foreground, which are the focus, but then there's all these hidden wolves in like the trees and the leaves and the ground and the bark and everything. There's all these hidden pictures of wolves
to mess with you.
Yeah, and also all the pieces were the exact same shape except for the edge pieces with a straight edge. All the pieces are the same shape. And it has the exact same picture on the other side of the puzzle, but it's turned 90 degrees.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and we did it. We actually did it. You helped us do that, eh, Mary? Do you remember doing that? Yeah. My buddy Jesse and Mary and myself, we did it in like a couple nights.
I used to like jigsaw puzzles. I haven't done one in a long time.
Same here. It's been a couple years since we were camping at our campsite. We used to do them there once in a while when there was nothing to do, but that was the last time. Andrew says, I was told from some respected individuals in our industry who have YouTube channels that you can't mask Aztecs on the 1400 Enterprise D, and you have to use the decals. I would disagree.
I do too.
Who are you told that by? The people who sell the decals?
I don't know, man. There's some people that get their ideas, and your idea is not their idea, so it's wrong. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. People say you can't put lights in 2500 scale models either. I disagree.
You proved them wrong, didn't you? Jeez, it's 9 o'clock already.
Alec has a question. So, Donnie, have you heard of Resin G217 resin? Google AI claims it to be the ultimate of clear resins.
Oh, Resion?
Yeah,
I've heard of it.
I wouldn't listen to anything that any AI has to tell you. If something says AI beside it, tell it to go suck eggs.
I've never looked it up on Google, but I watched a couple people on YouTube talking about it. And supposedly it is really good. And I looked it up and I saw the price and I said, this clear oil guy's pretty good. If I remember right, it's like $40 or $50 for a kilogram. I mean, for a kilogram.
Is that like is that for your printer, for your resin printer?
Yeah.
Okay. Andrew says, I think people telling me that I couldn't do it is
$55
why
for 1 kilogram.
$55.
The
And
one that I use
so-
is Sunlu, and I think it's like $17 or $18 a kilogram.
So how much of that do you think gets wasted in the process? Like you got a kilogram of liquid resin. Once it's solid and printed into things, is that going to make a kilogram's worth of modeling material that you can use or not?
Absolutely not.
No, because you got to make supports and there's
Because A, you got to have supports, and B, no matter how long you leave it hanging on the build plate to drip,
yeah.
there's going to be a certain amount of resin on it. You know what I mean?
That gets
You have to
rinsed
clean
away.
off.
Yeah. Never gets used or cured. So Andrew was saying, I think people telling me I couldn't do it is why I was so intent on doing it. Painting details on the Enterprise.
Oh, dude, I'm sure after watching you do the Enterprise E, all that intricate Aztecing out of little strips of painter's tape,
Yeah.
I'm sure the
And he
master
tries to
for the
claim he's not an artist.
1400E was, 1400D was nothing.
Tries to say he's not an artist. That's
Right?
right there. That's a form of art right there.
That was one of the first videos of Andrew's that I watched years ago. Was him cutting little, like, 0.5 millimeter wide strips. of
Yeah,
blue
that's
painter's tape.
that's around the same time I started seeing him also.
That was insane.
As I was getting more and more into the model building videos on YouTube, I started seeing Canadian Starships popping up in the feed. Alex said, especially with the Saturn IV build plate, it is angled, sure, but it traps resin between the plate and the spring box. Claims
Yeah,
it
it
auto
does.
levels the bed.
That's the only thing about this printer that I don't like.
Andrew says, did I say D before? I meant that I was told you couldn't mask paint Aztecs on the E. Yeah, but I'm sure a lot of people think you can't do it on the D as well. I knew that you probably meant both.
Well, I don't know. I wasn't looking at the comments, Andrew, but
No, he did say D the first time, but it pertains to both.
right.
The only difference is one's long and skinny and the other one's short and wide.
But the Aztecs are completely different.
Oh yeah.
The E has all those little, like, lines.
Yeah, it's
Little-
like pinstripes
Yeah.
and like gaps in the panel lines, and yeah, it's pretty intricate.
I sit there watching
Pretty
Andrew do
intricate.
that, thinking, man, this guy is crazy. Talented, but crazy.
So he said it was very specifically the Enterprise E that I was told that you had to use the decals. Yeah.
You don't have to.
Just like the guy that does your oil change tells you that you have to do it every 6 months. Doctors are like, you have to come in for
MONEY.
doctor's appointments.
Well, I mean, if it was that important, when we lease our cars from Nissan, they would tell us 3 months or 5 months or whatever period of months, but they don't. They just give us a mileage. Every 5,000 miles or every 7,500 miles, you need an oil change. Period. They don't even mention
Andrew
the
says,
time.
I haven't done an oil change in a year. Well, yeah, like the modern vehicles are built to like you
Jody.
don't have to do it that often.
Jody.
Yes.
Andrew drives electric cars.
Yeah, but it still has all kinds of moving parts.
Has no oil in it though.
Well, yeah.
You don't have to change the oil.
You got oil stuff. You got suspension, and you got
Andrew's
you
throwing a
got
curveball
bearings.
there.
You got
Andrew's throwing a curveball there though.
You
Haven't
got
done
me,
oil
Andrew.
change in a year. No kidding, Andrew.
You got me.
He's got a full electric.
Yeah, a hybrid would be different, but yeah, he's got a full electric. He got me. Yeah, I dropped the ball on that one, but you still have to grease everything.
You do, but that's not the engine. That's not the oil change.
No.
Andrew's trying to be snide.
Also haven't filled up with gas in a year. Yeah, I haven't filled up with gas in a year either. $30 at a time. That's all I do.
Well, this time 6 months ago, $30 would almost fill my car up.
Oh,
Same with us.
well,
But
$30
now-
would be a half a tank for me.
A month ago, we were paying like $1.09
Yeah.
a liter.
Yeah.
Now we're like $1.74.
Oh, it's $1.76.
$1.76.
Yeah. $76.4
Per liter.
per liter. So multiply that by 4 for your gallons.
That is way too much.
Exchange rate.
Andrew says, I saw $1.79 the other day. Wow. Yeah, that's what it is in Sudbury in town. For some reason, it's always cheaper here in Lively than it is in the main town.
Oh, it's always that way. And not only that, but here in Murfreesboro, all within town, if you're close to the interstate, it's 5 or 6 cents more than if you're a few miles away from the interstate.
Yeah. Doesn't make much sense.
You know, and they try to blame it on, oh, we just have to charge what the truck charges us. Are you telling me it wasn't the same truck that went to your gas station, went to his gas station right down the road? Bullshit.
Maybe the guy driving the truck decides what to charge arbitrarily. It's like, oh, for you, we'll fill
No,
up your
I
tank
think it's
for-
more a simple fact of if it's close to the interstate, they know there's people going to be getting off the interstate that need gas.
Yeah.
So we're going
That's
to
right.
charge them more.
Yeah, it's like our grocery store here. There's only one grocery store in Lively, and the prices are considerably higher than any other one in town, because if you live anywhere else, you can just say, oh, I'm going to go to another store. Screw you. But here, no. And then they get mad at the owner of the store when it's not his decision. He doesn't decide the prices. He just owns the store and the shelves, right? Loblaws owns all the stock. Loblaws owns all the products. So they're the ones that decide the prices. And they look at this store and they look at one in the city, and they decide that the prices are going to be different because it's a smaller town and there's less options here for us.
Well, not only less options, but that store probably moves less product than the bigger stores.
Oh, no. You go there any given time, the parking lot is full of vehicles. There's lineups all the time. Like, it's constantly busy there. We don't do, we go to another store in town for like our main things that we get for most of our groceries that we get. We only get stuff from down there if it's, if we need to pick up a couple things, if it's an emergency or whatever, then We'll grab stuff there, or unless it's on sale, right? And now Mary works there part-time, so she gets an employee discount. So we'll get a little
There
bit of
you
a break,
go.
but it's still
I used to use the heck out of that when my daughter worked at Walmart.
yeah. Well, the employee discount basically brings it down to the same price as all the other stores.
Get like a 10% discount.
Yeah, it was kind of that way with my daughter's Walmart discount. It was about enough to pay the taxes. But still, every little bit helps.
Alex says, I misread that. I was thinking you were saying that it's $1.79 for a liter. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is, Alec.
Like $7.04.
$1.79 a liter.
Come on, Alec, math.
So 4 times $1.79 for, well, here it's $1.76.9.
Yeah, what's with the decimals on gas prices?
I don't know. Why not just make it $1.77?
So it's $7.07.6 a gallon.
It's exactly the same way here.
$7.76. $7.07.6 a gallon.
Okay. $7.07 a gallon.
Ow. That's insane.
Oh, he was thinking he read $179. Yeah, that would just be too crazy.
So that's why when we went to Wonderfest, we drove from Sudbury to Sault Ste. Marie, which is about 3.5 hours. And then we cross into Michigan because gas is cheaper in the States. Even with the exchange rate, we still made out better. Because if we'd go down through Windsor and cross into Detroit, we'd be like driving like 8 hours more in Canada, and the gas is more expensive.
That's insane. $7 a gallon. Jesus. But I could have sworn Jordan said a while back that there in Seattle gas was like $7 a gallon.
Yeah, I think it's really expensive.
Yeah, it is. Apparently that's a expensive city to live in. Anything on the west coast like that. Same thing with like here in British Columbia, in Vancouver, on the west coast, it's expensive. You got to be a millionaire to live in Vancouver.
In Seattle in particular, because Boeing is there, Microsoft is there. There's all these jobs that pay insane amounts of money. That's why their cost of living is so high.
Yeah.
My brother-in-law got hired at Boeing probably 12, 15 years ago. And back then, he was making $50 an hour. I don't know what he's making now. But back then, he was making $50 an hour. 49.80 something, I think.
Good for him.
That's pretty good.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. But then you factor in the cost of living in Seattle.
Yeah, well,
it's balancing out.
It balances out, yeah. Like okay, before I say this, Andrew said I never got an employee discount working at your independent grocer, which is Loblaws. Really?
I work at independent grocer.
Yeah, that's where Mary works, independent grocer. Says what area?
Lively.
No, like what area of the store, I think it means.
A cashier. But it's for every employee. But when my mom worked there 5 years ago, they didn't have that. It's just something new that they've come up with in the last, I think, 3 years. Because my mom retired from there like 5 years ago, and she never got the employee discount.
Wow.
She worked there for 30 years.
Yeah. Howard says, I don't get an employee discount. It's, you get to work. Howard says,
well, that's your own fault, Howard.
Put $125 in my truck for gas, not diesel. That didn't even fill it. Yeah. Well, like, yeah, last year I was getting for $30, it would get me a half a tank of gas from being on empty.
Now we get quarter.
Now it's not even a quarter of a tank.
That's crazy.
I had an anecdote that I was going to tell you, but it's gone now. It flew away. It grew wings and flew away. Oh yeah, I was going to say about when I was younger, and I decided to move down south to go live in Toronto, in the big bad city, because the job I had here, I was making $8.50 an hour, and in Toronto I could do the exact same job and I could make $10.50 an hour. So I found myself a job before I even decided I was going to move there. I got the job. I had a couple of friends that were already living there that I was able to stay with and room with. And like I went down there and making more money, even with roommates, I still couldn't afford to stay down there. Like I was making enough money to pay my rent and buy some food. And a lot of times I couldn't even buy food.
Wow.
So yeah, the higher price, this was like over 20 years ago. So I was renting a full house here in Sudbury by myself for $850 a month. And down there we had a 2-bedroom apartment that 3 of us lived in, and it was like $975 a month. That was 20 years ago. Now the same apartment, I bet you that apartment now is probably $2,500 a month or more.
And that house is about 35 plus utilities.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like we live in one of the cheaper places, one of the lower rent places, and our rent is like what, $1,360 a month?
$1,385.
$1,385, and it's one of the cheaper apartment buildings in town.
Well, it's because we got in before all the fucking went crazy.
Yeah, we kind of got here just in time.
Well, my daughter, her and her boyfriend are splitting an apartment with another couple, and it's a 3-bedroom apartment. 3 bedrooms, a little living room, a bathroom, and a little kitchen area, and it's $1,900 and something a month.
Yeah,
I know, it's ridiculous.
Like the apartments that we live in now, like when you're new to moving into the building, they're going for $1,700. Like my little cousin just moved in above us, and she pays $1,700 for the exact same apartment that we pay $1,385.
Yeah,
and my brothers pay like $1,000, and they're in the same apartment.
Yeah, but they've been here for like 10 years.
Exactly.
Wow.
Howard says, so there's a problem with Boeing. They got hillbillies working for them. Now the truth comes out why Starliner had issues. They tried to make it into a still. Andrew says, I worked 2 stores at the same time, one for 13 years, one for 8 years. It's been 16 since I last worked at the 13-year store, and still sometimes only know the produce by its code. Yeah, stuff like that sticks with you, eh?
4011. Universal code for banana.
I worked front end as a cashier, customer service, front end supervisor, and cash office.
I love being a cashier.
And even worked photo lab for a while until it was removed. I bet you that one was an interesting one at the photo lab. That one would have been a fun job.
Be pulling the pictures out of the little developer. Oh, what do we have here?
Oh, yeah, I guess there'd be that too, but I was just thinking like the technical aspect of it.
Yeah, I know.
I've always found that the photographic process is interesting to me. But yeah, you'd see some cool things too. Well, the pictures we found when we were cleaning out my parents' house after my dad passed away.
bet you the pharmacy clerk looked at your parents funny when they picked up the pictures that time.
Yeah.
You inspect them all to make sure they're good.
Did it make you look at your parents different, Jody?
Oh no, I already knew how they were.
He was old enough to remember their parties.
Oh yeah. I seen my mom flaunting her goods more times than I care to remember.
Damn. I think once would probably be more than you care to remember.
Yeah. I'm not going to tell you on the live stream about other things I've seen.
I don't blame you one bit, dude.
We'll save that for Wonderfest.
Andrew says,
Oh,
I'll
we'll
never
go
forget.
from story time with Todd to story time with Jody.
Andrew says, I'll never forget that every no name and PC product barcode starts with, excuse me. Choking on my coffee.
Well, don't
Every
do that.
PC product barcode starts with 06, 03, 83. Some of your raffle tickets start with that too.
24071.
Oh, no name
Howard
raffle
says,
tickets, huh?
I got a question for you Canadians on our next group stream. I want your opinion on it.
Oh, Canadian only question.
Oh, we must be having a chat delay because they're popping up in clumps now.
Could be.
Andrew said, also did the cashier training for the last 8 years I was there. Howard's asking, does preaching pay better than the store? Oh, I'm sure most things pay better than working at a grocery store.
Absolutely. That's why I have 2 jobs.
Andrew said, banana.
Except when 4011.
4011, that's banana.
Yeah, it's the reverse code for banana.
Exactly, Andrew. You don't get into that field for the pay. Alex said, isn't filmmaking a comeback? I know Polaroid definitely is. For nostalgic nerds that think old technology is cool, yeah. But come on, a digital camera over a Polaroid? Why would you want an old Polaroid camera that you have to put big, expensive, cumbersome cartridges into when you could have a digital camera that can literally hold 1 million pictures on it?
They actually do sell Polaroid instant cameras now.
Yeah,
Yes.
but why? Like
kids,
for
fun.
kidnappers?
Just for cool
So
factor.
you can, is it for kidnappers so you can send a photo?
No, it's for like
to get the
kids and
ransom?
teens or people that want to, kind of people. It's like the photo booth thing. You go with your friends, go to the photo booth, have pictures, instant pictures. Everybody gets one. You're at an event or a party,
Yeah, they
you
used to
it.
have those for a while. They had those little portable like pocket printers where you could take photos, or the camera had like a printer on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like the modern Polaroid where the camera had like just a little printer and it would just print the picture. Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Those
Okay.
are some terrible pictures too.
Andrew said, rent in Kingston here is incredibly expensive due to the number of prisons. Yeah. Queens, so there's multiple prisons in Kingston? I thought there was just the one federal prison.
Prisons make the rent expensive?
I guess so. Well, they gotta, I don't know. They gotta pay for the prisons. Our prisons aren't for profit businesses here. So they gotta be funded and paid for.
Yeah, but that would be a federal expense, wouldn't it? No,
If it's a
local.
federal prison, it would be a federal expense.
Federal,
Yeah, but I don't know.
provincial.
I'm sure there's some reason for
Federal
the rents
prisons,
being high.
provincial jails.
Maybe the people that work at the prisons get paid a lot of money.
Maybe.
So that trickles into the cost of, the surrounding area. Because anywhere you go where people are making more money, you're paying more for things.
It just sounds, just the idea of it sounds wild, though, don't it?
Andrew
Rent's
said we
high
bought
here
our
'cause
house
we got a lot of
almost-
prisons.
You think it'd be the opposite?
Yeah, you think it would be the opposite. It should be cheaper where if you're living near
Who the
prisons, it
hell
should be
wants
a
to live by the
discount.
prison?
Yeah. When we were traveling to Wonderfest, we kept seeing these signs on the highway that said, do not pick up hitchhikers, prison zone. Do not pick up hitchhikers.
I tried to get a picture of them, but I kept missing it.
Yeah, we're going too fast. Andrew said we bought our house almost 10 years ago, just before the housing prices started going crazy. Our house has pretty much doubled in price since we bought it. Yeah, wow. Well, they weren't
Ours has
going
too.
crazy when we were selling my dad's house, that's for sure. Didn't get much for that. 10:33 p.m. mark. So he marked when he made his comment. I think that's what he's doing. But I didn't see when it came up. The last time a batch of comments came up was probably about 5 minutes ago. Not even. Kind of erased all the codes from my memory as my time as a cashier. Yeah, but Andrew did it for 13 years. It's got lots more time to build up.
I knew
And
that
stick.
I worked at the grocery store.
4011 is the code most people learn first. My first code was 4065.
What's 4011?
Banana.
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 4065. 2 bananas. Alex said, okay, that is 1 or 2, I remember. Andrew, 4011 is banana. 4065 is avocado for where I used to work.
I thought you forgot all that, Alec. Come on now.
He got reminded. He just got triggered a memory by Andrew saying the codes. Howard said they were talking about how they had to swap out SD cards while filming the moon today, so they get credit for who took what photos. I don't understand.
I guess he's talking about in the cameras that they were filming the moon voyage with.
Well, don't they just say that the crew took the photos?
I guess they each get individual credit.
All right.
That was my picture, Bob, not yours. What's wrong with you?
Andrew said, I got a pretty nasty shock opening up a disposable film camera one time. Touched the flash capacitor by mistake. Ooh, yeah. That's a high capacity charge there.
I'll wake you up.
So I lied. Kind of remember a few codes. Sue me.
I will. Oh, wait, you're broke. Never mind.
Andrew said there's one inside the city limits and multiples of them surrounding Kingston. Prisons he's talking about. You get a lot of families moving in to Kingston to be close to the inmates. Oh, okay. All right. Howard said you realize the barcodes tell you where the product originates from and where it's going. And the final code is its description. All right. And boom, just got a batch of like 6 comments all popped up at once here. The question is, it paid for yet, Andrew, your house, or you have your refinance or gotten equity from it? Andrew said, I used to give my trainees a written test at the end of their training. The Kabase Maru!
Kobayashi Maru.
No, the Kabasa Maru for working at the grocery store.
Oh,
The Kabasi Maru instead of the. Anyways, I made them learn and fill in on the test 10 of the most used codes, so they would have a bunch of memorized codes when they started serving customers. And he's answering Howard's question there. They had to get credit for it, that way they know screwed up. So the astronauts had to get credit for it, that way they know who screwed up, or if they had issues when one of them did something wrong, or so they know who got their personal photos. Okay, whatever. Have mercy, Donnie.
did I do something wrong?
I don't know. He wants mercy. So yeah, I guess they just want to keep track of who's taken what photos, so they know.
Who screwed up?
Andrew says, I did have a bit of a trick question on the T or the F portion of the test. T or F, employees must wear their uniform during all store hours. True or false? Employees must wear their uniform during all store hours. Well, they could be not working during store hours when other people are working, so no, they don't have to wear their uniform. If they're at the store working, they should. But if the store is during operating hours and you're not working, then no. I probably would fail that test. Howard says it's true. You have to. Oh, he said you were going to sue, so he wants mercy.
Oh, that's okay. I decided you were broke anyway, so.
Oh, Jody passes. Hey, did I figure out the trick question?
Mhm.
Ha ha ha. Yes. You have to stay up pretty late at night to pull the wool over my eyes, because that's when I'm up.
Remember the comedian
Don't
Emo
worry about the
Phillips?
morning. Yeah.
Got to get up pretty early in the morning to catch me looking through your bedroom window.
That guy was a weird, funny guy.
He was.
So answer, false. If the store is open and you are not working, you do not have to wear your uniform. Ha! Yes. I reasoned correctly. In 8 years of training, I only had one trainee answer that question correctly. Well, there you go, because most people think the standard way. You've encountered an odd thinker. Howard said, Donnie, you only need to get his e-bike. You'd be rich. Unfortunately, you'd need new tires. Ha!
Ah,
We need a sound effect for Kelso from the 70s show going, sweet burn.
yeah.
Or where they just go,
Burn!
burn. Burn. We need that.
I used to love that show.
Todd. I summon thee to the chat, Mr. McWilliams.
I'll have to write that
Andrew
down and see
said,
if I can find a sound bit for it.
I had a trainee cry during the practical test where they would have to put me through the cash like a regular customer. Oh, did you pretend to be the Karen customer?
No, they just come through as nice customers. So it's a bunch of stuff or coupons, and they test you on your knowledge. It's fun for most people.
Yeah, but he might have put a little more pressure on to see if the person could deal with an angry customer. right? You want to see you need to train people to deal with an angry customer too. You can't come in and just pretend to be all daisies all day long, and then all of a sudden they're on the job for real, and the first one that comes in is some Karen that's mad at everything.
That never happens.
No, not at all.
Well, you've got years of experience dealing with people like that, but some young new person that's new to working might be
My wife-
totally thrown off.
My wife used to work in IHOP. And
Oh, he says, all I did was not help them. Apparently that was too much.
my wife used to work in IHOP. And on Friday mornings when I got off work, I was working night shift then. I would go by IHOP and eat breakfast. And I'd be sitting there watching her. You know, she worked at the hostess stand and checked people out. And there'd be old people come in there and get mad and just start cussing her out because they weren't able to use their little senior coupon or whatever. And she's trying to explain to them, well, if you look on the coupon, it says Tuesday through Thursday only. And there's just cussing. I told my wife, I said,
Yeah,
right there,
like,
right
as
there.
if it's her fault.
I would have got
As if it's her
fired.
fault that it's like that.
But right there, I would have got fired.
Oh yeah, me too, probably. I don't know. I wouldn't have patience for somebody like that. But yeah, like people treat an employee like they're the ones that are making the decision to make your life as a customer difficult.
Yeah.
No, they're just there trying to do the service and deal with the customer. You got a problem with the way the business is run, talk to the bosses.
Yeah.
Cuss them out, not the employee.
It's always the message.
People don't understand that though. Or they don't care. Probably both.
Oh, I forget who I was talking to. I was really upset about something. And I said to the girl on the phone, the customer service, I said, whatever I'm about to say, don't take it personally. I'm not upset with you. It's directed at the company and the business, right? So just so you know, this is not your fault, and I'm not mad at you personally. Anyways, Howard said, I'd say if you're working, you are part of the company, and when on company time, you represent that company. So that's why I would say that my answer would be true.
Yeah, but if you're not working, you can't go around wearing your company uniform all the time.
Yeah.
Just in case you happen to go to the store.
Gordon is here. I'm sorry, Andy. Andy is here. Gordon's already been here. Andy, Ronald McDonald. Hey, Andy says, hey, everyone. It's been a while. Sorry. No need to be sorry, Andy.
That's all good, Andy.
Tune in when you can, man.
Trust me,
You're
I know.
not obligated. Welcome nonetheless. How you doing? It's good to see you back. Howard
He's
said,
not obligated? You didn't make him sign the contract, Jody? Come on, you're slipping.
No, I was approaching his house and MI5 was there, and they're like, look it, leave him alone, sir. And he can't be bothered. Howard said, these people working now are also a little bit on the soft side.
A little?
Well, not everyone, but yeah, some people are. Not everybody. Andrew said, one time I asked a customer for ID because their signature on the receipt didn't look anything like the signature on their card as per policy. And I got the whole, oh, you don't know who I are. Yeah.
Oh, I've seen people cuss out cash register people for the opposite reason.
What's wrong with the text on this part of it? That's weird. If you look at the last comment on the screen there from Andrew, Donnie is the... Oh, there. Now it's fine. That was weird. Oh, it's because of the... Okay, I see. The little new comments thing was there, and it blocks the text.
Oh,
when you have the comment highlighted, the comment turns blue, so it's like the same color. So it just looks weird and it blocks some of the text.
gotcha.
Yeah, I figured it out. Because once I moved it, it got fine again. I was like, oh. Like I'm supposed to know every person in the city? Yeah. Like, what the heck? Do you know who I think I am? Andy says, I get annoyed when something you buy breaks. It happens all the time. Yeah, but it's supposed to, though.
That way you have to buy a new one.
Yeah, it worked perfectly. If something you bought breaks, it worked perfectly. Ever since the light bulb cabal of the 1910s.
Light bulb cabal.
Yeah. That's where the idea of planned obsolescence came into fruition. Because the first light bulbs that were manufactured lasted years. And then they said, well, everyone's going to buy a light bulb once and we're going to be out of business. So there's 3 companies, GE, Westinghouse, and Philips, I think. And they got together. Their CEOs got together and they had a meeting and they're like, hey, blah, blah, blah. We need to come up with a way to sell light bulbs. And they said, just put shittier filaments in them so that they burn out. They don't last. And that's the birth of planned obsolescence. That's why the washer and dryer that your parents had worked for 50 years. And the washer you bought 5 years ago needs to be replaced. And your refrigerator only going to last you 7 to 10 years, whereas they used to last 25 to 30 years or more. We had one in the basement at my dad's place that was like 50 years old, still working perfectly.
The one that was put in the house when it was built lasted 31 years, I think.
Yeah.
I do not expect the one we have now to last that long.
Yeah, everything needs to be built to last, but not these days. Andrew said we used to wear either red or white golf shirts as our uniform. If I had to stop in at Canadian Tire next door on my way to or home from work, I would always get asked where things were because he got the red shirt. Yeah. Andy says, Andrew, I hate entitled people like that. I don't care who you are. Manners cost nothing. I agree with that,
right?
Andy. I'm not always successful 100% of the time, but I try to be polite and have manners and give people the benefit of the doubt. I have a philosophy where people automatically get my respect and they don't have to earn my respect. They earn my disrespect.
Exactly.
Doing something disrespectful.
And unfortunately, people nowadays are really good at earning disrespect.
Yeah. Well, some people are just born with that aluminum spoon in their mouth.
Aluminum spoon.
Andrew said, I was handed a fake credit card one day. I couldn't tell it was fake. Only the owner's wife was in as a management to call. She just told me I was being difficult and ordered me to process the order. Hey? If they don't teach employees how to recognize fraudulent things like credit cards and counterfeit money and stuff, well, it's not up to the employee to do that, right?
I'm sure she probably got a butt chewing when they realized we didn't get paid for that shit.
Oh, he said he could tell. I see. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he knew it was a fake credit card, but the owner's wife said do it anyway. She didn't believe him. Like I said, I'm sure she got a butt
I'm
chew in when
looking,
they didn't get no money for that.
okay, here we go. All right, we just got another batch of comments. So we're having that delay again tonight. They all just popped up. Andy said commercial obsolescence. Yes, indeed. That's what they do. Andrew said I got a call 40 minutes later. She said that she got a call from the bank. It was, in fact, fake. And now the store was on the hook. I didn't say I told you so, but I wanted to.
I would have.
Howard said, so I wouldn't have started HTM stream, or I would have started HTM stream yesterday if I was able to, but found out that someone revoked my admin privileges to co-host. So it's also why I couldn't end stream or start a stream. Got it fixed.
Really? Who did that?
Your spelling's fine, Andy. Don't worry about it. He says, you're right. My mom had a mixer that lasted nearly 40 years. Not today. No. Andrew said, we had so much counterfeit money in. At one point, I was able to tell a counterfeit while it was still in the customer's hands. And he says, I said I could tell. Howard says, I've been asked about 5 times myself where things were in Home Depot. I guess wearing an orange shirt with Reese made them assume I worked there. Just say peanut butter cups are at the cash register. And I'd tell them where it was, but then I'd say, I don't work here. Yeah, so I'd have some fun with it. And if they're looking for a plunger, tell them that the plunger is in the paint department.
Yeah.
If they're looking for, sandpaper, send them down to the drywall section. Actually, you probably find sandpaper there. Find drywall sandpaper.
My favorite is when you find the guy that's wearing the Home Depot shirt. Excuse me, sir, can you tell me where so-and-so is? Oh, no.
Yeah. Andrew says if they ask for sandpaper, then send them to the toilet paper aisle. Yeah, and vice versa.
Woo. Sandpaper for toilet paper? Woo.
Yeah. I don't know. Home Depot toilet paper? I don't know.
Maybe crappy toilet paper, but I bet they don't charge like it's crappy toilet paper.
Alex said, hey, Donnie, I just learned last night that we can now cut out our models on Shittybox for free. We used to have to pay a subscription to do that.
Oh, yeah. I still pay for Shittybox, so.
Shittybox.
Because it's just so much faster. And I agree. I think it's kind of lame that they intentionally slow down the unpaid version, but it's worth it to me to pay for it.
Where does it say that?
What?
I don't see that.
See what?
What you just said. Or is that? Oh, I thought you were reading a comment.
No, I was replying to his comment.
Okay.
He was talking about you can slice models in Chitubox for free now. You know, like cut a piece apart.
Oh, okay. Cut models. Now I understand.
Yeah. That
Okay.
used to be
So
a paid
like
feature. It's a
in
free
digitally,
feature
like
now.
in a 3D, like in a 3D render or whatever.
Like if this was all one piece in Chitubox, you could, you know, cut it here, cut it here.
Yeah, and say print this piece and this piece.
Yeah.
Yeah. But is that all you can do, or can you like divide the model up into components?
No, you can't do that. Not in
You
Chitubox.
can't. You can just cut a straight line through it, and that's about
Yeah.
it.
Well, because Chitubox is just meant to take a file, cut it into layers for the printer to print, and then send it to the printer. That's all it's technically meant to do.
Oh, okay. What about the
Being able to cut it into chunks to fit it on the printer is kind of an extra bonus, you know.
okay. So what about the like the joinery of it? Do you have to add that in?
Yeah, you'd have to do that in a 3D modeling program.
Like where you got like the pins that lock in the squares and all that, you have
Yeah.
to add that stuff into it?
You'd
Because
have to
all you
do
can do
that.
with the thing is just cut it in half. Or
Yeah, you
cut
can't
it in.
add the
Yeah.
pins or nothing in Chitubox. Well, I mean, I guess you could loosely.
Like the program doesn't have like a automatic, because I've heard some people say that there's some things where it'll automatically add the supports into
Oh yeah,
the thing.
yeah. Chitubox will add the supports, but
But it
that's
won't add,
a
like,
necessary part of printing
of the
something is
printing.
having support.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So adding in the pins and the joinery is a post printing process.
No, that's a pre-printing process, but that would be done.
Yeah, but
that would be done
it's
in
not
whatever.
being used. Yeah, but you're not using that until after, you know what I mean? Like it can't automatically do that because I don't know how to explain my thought process here.
That would be done. You know, you have to have a 3D program, a CAD program, or something like that.
Yeah, it's done before you
to design the files. While you're in there designing the files, then you would cut it into the pieces you want it to be cut in and add the little alignment nubs and holes and all of that would all be done in the 3D design program, whatever program you use.
Okay. So if you had like a 3D model that was just one piece and you had to cut it to fit your printer with that program, then you'd have to put it back into another thing.
Well, no, if you had a 3D design, if you had a 3D design program, you would be better off cutting it, adding your little pins and stuff and all of that in the 3D design program. The feature of being able to slice a straight line in the slicer is simply meant for, oh, I downloaded this thing and I want to print it. Oh crap, it won't fit on the printer.
It's too big.
At least
so
I can slice it and make it fit.
Yeah.
You'll just have to put it together without having alignment pins.
Yeah, you just figure that out as you build it, right? You build that stuff onto it. So Andrew said the Black Magic design seems to have the opposite approach with DaVinci Resolve. They give you almost all of the full program for free. So there's not a lot of features hidden behind the paywall, I guess.
Are you talking about on
He's talking about DaVinci Resolve, the editing program?
Yeah. DaVinci Resolve doesn't have anything that I would want to pay for. There's nothing in the paid version that I need.
I think that's what he's getting at. Yeah, it gives you pretty much everything you need to do in the free version.
Well, I mean, and the same is true basically with Chitubox. It has pretty much everything you would need to be able to print files, which is what it's meant to do.
Okay,
You know what
so
I'm saying?
Alex said they have
If-
something.
If you accidentally download something that's too big to fit on your printer, well, then that was your mistake. You should have knew what your printer could print. But they give you tools, basic tools, where you can either shrink it down to fit your printer or slice it into parts to fit your printer.
Okay. So Alex said they have a feature called split model. So maybe he means that is a feature that's just to cut it, or is that something
Yeah,
that'll
that's
add
just to cut it.
Okay. And he said, I fancy a Coke. Goodbye, everyone. I'm off to my local 24-hour store. See you guys
Well, have a good
another
one, Andy.
time. Yes, Andy, have a good time. Enjoy your Coke, and we'll see you next time you tune in, buddy.
Email me a Coke, man.
Alex said, I don't know how to use it, though, so I wouldn't rely on split model until I learn how to make it work.
If I understand it correctly, it just cuts a straight line through the model. I played with it a few times. I don't know, about a year ago or something like that. I haven't touched it since.
Howard said, well, damn. There's snow out here on the ground in Michigan. I'll be darned you guys stop sending me your crazy weather. I have no control over it. If it was up to me, I'd be sending you warm rays of sunshine. So he said, okay. He said it adds a peg and a key.
Really? Huh. I'll have to play with that.
But he said he's not familiar with it yet.
I'll have to play with that.
I wonder if it's just like a little standard piece and you can like grab it and drag it around and place it where you need to on the model sort of thing.
I don't know.
And then integrate it. I don't know. I have no idea. Like I dabbled with a couple 3D modeling things. I gave it a try, but I don't know. I don't
Yeah, but like I
have
said, Chitterbox is not really a 3D modeling program.
No, but I mean like that type of thing, right?
Yeah.
If you're going to be adding
Split model.
a peg
Yeah,
and
here
a
it is.
key,
Split
if you're adding a
selected
peg and a key,
models,
that's
only
on
models.
some level modeling it. Or,
Oh.
manipulating it.
It says, and I may be misunderstanding this, but what it says is split selected models. Only models that were originally assembled by different parts can be split. In other words, it had to be two parts. You put them together, then you can take them back apart.
Oh.
If I'm understanding that correctly. I don't know. I'll have to do some research on that. Damn, it is 10 minutes after 10, and I still ain't got this shit masked yet.
It is. And he said, thank you guys for sure. Yeah, man. Take care.
Have a good one, Andy.
So Alex said, okay, you actually can add a key and hole on the cut feature. Split model. I have no idea what it does or how to work it.
Well, the little explanation in Chitterbox says it'll split apart parts that you had put together. The cut feature? Yeah, key and hole. It does have that undercut. I got to play with that. I got to play with that.
That's what she said.
I am the gatekeeper. Are you? I am the keymaster. Are you the gatekeeper? Well,
There is only Zool.
yeah, I think I'm going to call it here. I'll try to get this part sprayed tomorrow night, providing my account doesn't get hacked again.
Yeah.
Jesus, that was a nightmare. But I'm going to call it
hope
here,
you got
guys. I
it
know y'all
straightened
probably
out.
getting tired of watching me just put tape on, but it
No,
has to be done. It has
Not
to
at
be
all.
done.
not at all.
But thank you, everybody, for stopping by. I appreciate it. Like and subscribe if you want. And let's see. Tomorrow night we have Keith at what time? 6 Central? 7
Yes.
7 Eastern. 6
Yes.
Central, yeah. We have Keith at 7 Eastern working on his Mercedes. Then at 9 we have,
Mercedes.
yeah, it looks nice too.
Yeah, I saw the picture. It looks like it's going to be cool when it's done.
Yeah. And then at 9 we have Buck working on his giant Death Star slice. And then Wednesday night at 7 is the Woody Wednesday stream. We're all working on the Istanbul except Alec. Oh, and AK. AK has been joining. He's not working on the Istanbul either because he didn't start joining the stream until after we started on it.
Mhm. He'll be working on some sort of buoyancy operated aquatic transport.
He will. And then Thursday night will be Jordan probably putting more decals on the Falcon. That'll be at 8. And then Friday night at 9 is our normal HTM stream. Oh, and Jody will be before Jordan
after.
or after Jordan.
I'm gonna try Thursday again and see how it works out.
After Jordan?
A couple days after Jordan.
After
Yes.
Jordan. So Jody will be after Jordan, probably about 10 Eastern.
I'm trying to find a time slot where people still have a little bit of time to stay up and watch and still have a little bit of energy left.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's why I try and Thursdays because it's like an hour earlier than what I usually do after Andrew. So we'll give it a try. See if I get a little bit more action.
Some more watchers.
Yeah.
Let's see. And Saturday will be Andrew at 9 Eastern.
This guy right here.
That's him.
Look for that logo. That's him. He's doing the same thing as you. Vinyl and masking and tape.
Yeah. Except he's got the cool Aztec masks. I just got homemade masks.
Still
then
cool.
Sunday at 4. Well, thank you, Jody. Sunday at 4 will be our Sunday HTM stream, and then that brings us back to Monday. So
yeah, sorry for anybody that was looking forward to seeing us yesterday on Sunday,
yeah.
but I think the Easter holiday got the best of all of us. I was having dinner at the in-laws' place, and then by the time we were done that, it was way past 4 o'clock, and nobody else was on. Nobody had started it, so I just figured.
Well, Howard would have, but he couldn't. So
he should have been able to, though. But he said he got that cleared up. He said he got that.
Oh, he got it cleared up.
Yeah, he said earlier in the chat there that he got it fixed.
Oh, okay, cool. I wonder how that got messed up. That's weird.
I don't know.
But anyway, thank you everybody for stopping by. I appreciate it. I know you're getting tired of watching me put tape on, but it's a part of the process.
No, we're not.
So
that's right.
But I appreciate everybody that stopped by in the chat. And we'll see you all tomorrow night in the chat on Keith and Buck stream. So let me get over here to the little button and have a good one, everyone. And we'll catch you later.
Bye-bye.